Hey, good people. Welcome to day three of me reading my second book, Visiting Hours, to you day by day, sort of, more or less, poem by poem. Due to the coronavirus, obviously, and the tornado that came through Nashville, uh, I guess it was like 10 days ago. It feels like it was yesterday and a year ago at the same time because everything that's going on. I've had to cancel all my events. This book came out on March 12th with Stephen F. Austin University Press. Big thanks to them. Uh, and I just, as a result of everything that's going on, I'm not able to get out with the book and share it with people in person. So I thought I would do it through digital means. So here we are. I want to give a big shout out to Nikita Brown Thomas. She interviewed me yesterday about being a writer, and we talked about this book a good amount, and being an editor and like an entrepreneur, and how to make money how to make a living as a writer. If you want to check that out, just go to my Facebook timeline and just scroll down. It's a picture of me and her. There's a YouTube video. It's not video, it's audio, but you can listen to it on YouTube. And I thought it was a good conversation. I really enjoyed it. It was fun, and it was nice to do something like that. And also, I wanted to give a shout out to the Infinity Fellowship and Rev Jeff Abafemi Carr for just showing really great leadership during all this and reminding us to stay positive in the midst of all the darkness. It's not easy to do, but I'm really thankful that I have this book and that I can share it with you this way. And you can buy a copy of the book if you haven't already. There'll be a link in the Facebook post. And if you do buy a copy, I will sign it for you, and I will send you a free moon button. This is a picture of the moon that I took using my iPhone and a telescope. I got really into that for a little while. So yeah, and I'll send it to you after washing my hands thoroughly. Me and my kids are a very good team of book signers and packagers, and we'll get it to you in this strange time, and I'll give you maybe something to embrace while you're at home not doing a whole lot. Okay, this is the third poem. It's called Proffer Mountain. Even now, 10 years later, it's hard to believe it was the road's grip alone that kept us breathing. No moonlight as we maneuvered the hairpins and jogs of the fire road we climbed. The new river hammering along in its groove through the chinkapins. You could say we desired transcendence, wheeling our way up Proffer Mountain, headlights panning wildly as broken lighthouse beams. You could argue we were just young, sleeping all day, flinting fires by night. No tent, only our mummy bags and boots, the frayed edges of the tarp, satellites pinging across the cool fix of stars. It's Mary's voice, not these images, that keep calling me back. That one evening of snow that fell from the moon, its broad, almost winged flakes turning back into water just moments above our campfire's flames. That weird metal ache of last dark, stoking the campfire all night, until the faceplate of the ridgeline tilted open, and the sky's dull tint drained back into the valley like a bruise. It's Mary's face lit by fire. It's the night jars calling out into the quiet for a name. Whip poor Will, whip or Will. It's Mary saying back, Will, Will, Will. So this book is about my friend Mary Interlandi, who took her own life here in Nashville in 2003, and it's not so much about her suicide. It's about experiencing that, losing her, like that, in such a horrible, tragic way, and the grieving process And one of the chief conflicts of the book is that I'm writing about her, and I'm having these conversations with her, and we talk back and forth. And in a way, I'm not letting her go. And she doesn't necessarily like that. I didn't plan that. As I was writing it, it just sort of happened where she started saying, like, why don't you just let me be? And so I guess I'm just sort of reflecting on that after reading this poem. It took 13 years to write this book and get it into the world, and to now have it in my hands and to read it. It's like a new experience. So this is actually the first time I'm reading the book to myself as I share it with you. So sometimes I guess I'll just reflect on what the poem meant and what it made me think about. But, that line about being called back to her, and these images of her and these memories continually calling me back and refusing to let go. So I guess in these difficult times, it's something to reflect on the things that occur to us in our lives and how they never really, really let us go. And we can rejoice in that, and we can sing about it. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow or the day after that, something like that. Thanks a lot.